We have 6 games to go in the Premier League season, and our Champions League qualification chances are out of our hands. Our European qualification potential is, we could lose that as well. We'll get into it. We are taking on Fulham today, and I think it's Burnley, the other game. It is Burnley at home after our trip to Craven Cottage. The good thing is we just play on a weekend now. There's no midweek games, so I'm not going to have to do that much rotation. Hopefully that will build a few partnerships, and we can get some form and get going. We haven't played any games since the last episode, as we know. So we need Chelsea to drop points. We are playing... I don't think they're playing this weekend. I think they're in the FA Cup. I believe they're in the FA Cup semi-final, which will probably bring it up in a second here. Will it? No, I thought it might bring up the fixtures when it did. Right, so I said 7th place in the league already is out as far as European qualification goes because Norwich City won the League Cup, so at least we went out to the winners. The Europa League winners qualify for the Champions League at the expense of 4th place. Now that could come into it because I've just had a quick look, and in the quarterfinals we do have Leeds United and Newcastle United, so we could be in a bit of bother if one of those goes through. I think Leeds were losing to Inter after the first leg, but I think Newcastle won 3-0 in their first leg, so they're pretty much through. But it's not about that. I'm not even interested in what happens elsewhere. I just want to get us into the top 4, and we'll worry about it after that. I'm expecting 2 wins from these 2 games. You just saw from the tactics screen, we're back to the 4-3-3. The 4-2-3-1, it might be something I have a look at again in pre-season. We will see. But for now, it's gone. We know what we can do as a team. If we play our game, we can win. Recent fixture list. We have struggled, to be fair. Diego Jota. Yeah, he'll be back. Don't worry about it. He was awful in that last game though, wasn't he? Oh, 4-1-4-1. I never really like coming up against this. I always, well, in my head I struggle against it. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's just in my head. I'm not sure. So Todibo is suspended for this game, and Phil Foden picked up an injury on the eve of the game. So those 2 are unavailable. John Carrick-Baru is back. He came back to fitness on the... as Odsonne-Edouard scores for Fulham on 6 minutes. That's not a good start. Carrick-Baru came back the evening before the game. The day before the game, he resumed training. So he's on the bench today, and he's going to be playing for the under-23s for half a game tomorrow, effectively, the day after this game. Not a good start. Not a good start. We had a question about Odsonne-Edouard in the press conference. That's now his 4th goal in 5 games against us, which I'm not happy about. We are set with an attacking mentality. That's from the Hertha game. I haven't changed it back. It's not really working for us though, is it? Should we drop it to positive? We're smashing the possession, 68%. 7 shots on goal, none on target. 2 players booked already for us. Demand more's gone through, which hasn't gone down particularly well. Knocking it around at the back a bit here. I mean, if we had the higher press there, we're not set to the very, very high press. I think we would have got the ball off them there. I might change that. If that's how they're taking goal kicks, I might have to just change that. In fact, I'll just do it quickly now while I'm thinking about it. So we will go for a much higher line of engagement, and definitely much more often. If that's how they're taking the goal kicks, I've actually had some joy. We've scored a few goals and had a few chances recently from the opposition playing it out. But we could be 2-0 down here. And a bit of a scramble. I think they racked up the shot count there, didn't they? I think they've ended up with about 3 shots on goal there. And they should have scored, to be honest. It should be 2-0. Possible penalty shout there as well. Poor finish from Adama Traore. And it has just racked up their shot count a little bit. We're on 9-2 now. They're on 5-2. But we've not seen any of our shots. They're not going to change from the 4-1-4-1, are they? Let's have a look at the match stats. 4 of our 11 have been long shots, so we're not hitting and hoping. Which makes you wonder why we're not seeing any highlights from us here. I'll drop and encourage because we're doing all right. But it's not going particularly well at the minute. But we do have a highlight in the last minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Can we get the ball off them? No, Edouard's in. It's a good save and Camera puts it into the crowd. He probably should have scored there again, but credit to Merritt, that's a good save. Don't like the fact that we're not creating an awful lot, or that we're not seeing an awful lot. That is a superb ball from Mohamed Camara. But it's not a good finish from Odsonne Edouard. Right, I'm not particularly happy with this. We're the only game playing at the minute. Botman and Baptiste are both looking nervous. Let's drop an early encourager. See if Baptiste is really not looking happy, is he? He's looking nervous, which is not good. Marcus Alonso looks like he's injured. We're an hour in. This is bad. Boys, I was expecting a win from this game. This is going to kill us. This is going to kill us in the top four. Absolutely going to kill us. Right, I'm going to load up the 4-2-3-1 before we do anything. We're going very attacking. I'm not going to push the defensive line up too much at the minute. Why are both centre-backs looking unhappy? That's not helping me out. Gavi playing behind this Camera and Antonio are both looking rough, which I don't like the look of. Double substitution, massive tactical change. The Spanish have a thing when you get to these crucial matches at the end of the season, they call them finals. This really feels like a final. This really does feel like a final. We are struggling here. We are really, really struggling. Kingsley Coman is now injured. Julian Alvarez can go out there. And we'll bring Karikabaru on up front. It said he could do 45 minutes, so he can do 20 today, and then he'll get a few minutes for the under-23s as well, I imagine. Let's see what happens. Moretti, back to Rice. Moretti to Camera. I mean, we've not seen any of our highlights, have we? I'm pretty sure we've not seen any of our highlights, but that is brilliant. And Ayrton Lucas has hit the post. Oh, I don't believe it. What a ball this is. And I don't care if you're a left-footed left-back. You've got to be scoring that, mate. Oh, this is... I'm gonna berate them. This is really, 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 really damaging. 2 minutes to go. How are we not even in this game? This is ridiculous. This is like the Wolves game at home. This is exactly like that Wolves game at home. When we had 20 shots and 5 on target. And they scored with their only shot, or their first shot. I'm throwing the water bottle. I am done with this. I'm absolutely done with this. This is really pissing me off now. It just seems, I don't know why, the form just seems to be all over the place for no reason. You can do one as well. I'm not even talking to you a lot. We're done now. That is it. All we can do now is hope for 5th place. And hope that we get Europa League. We've got Leicester away coming up. Antonio's out for 2 weeks. Kingsley Coman's out for a week. Right, I am really not happy about that. Has the FA Cup been played yet? They are being played today, but they are kicking off in a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's Liverpool and Chelsea, basically. We want one of them to win it if we were to finish in the top 4. But clearly, that's looking a very distant prospect right now. And just like that, the door has opened for us yet again. Chelsea lost at home to Arsenal in the early kickoff, and they lost in the midweek at Leicester as well. So we now, if we win our game against Burnley, which we should, we go into fourth and it's in our own hands. Leicester winning is short-term gain for potentially long-term pain, because of course it has closed the gap between us and Leicester. That is now 3 points. The good news is, though, that sixth place does carry European qualification, because Chelsea and Liverpool both got through their semi-finals in the FA Cup. So sixth place does get Europa League football, or Conference League. Will it be Conference League? No, it'll be Europa League, won't it? I think it gets European football anyway. So we will have some form of European football, I expect. We've lost Gavi to a little injury. He's out for another 3 days, but we have gained Phil Foden. So that's quite good. That's quite a good swap. Karika Baru is on the bench still. He's still only recommended for 45 minutes. So again, I'll probably look to give him 25, 30. We've got to be winning this game. We've absolutely got to be winning this game. I've calmed down a little bit in the week since that Fulham defeat. I knew it was going to be a tough game, that Fulham. I think we've struggled there quite a lot as I hit the microphone. I think we've struggled there quite a lot in this save. Right, pump fists. Make sure they're left in no doubt as to why we are favourites. Do you think there's a psychological advance? Oh, I don't care. John Clare Todibo is still suspended. He's for 10 yellow cards. And I've got a feeling he must have picked up a 3-match ban. Don't know how to answer that. Oh, shut up. Why do you keep asking me questions? Okay, we are on key highlights, right? We are on key highlights. So something is going to happen here then. Rafinha tried to play it through for Alvarez. Was still in the dressing room. Oh, Matty Camera. Oh, and they're going to be down to 10. Collins is going to be off after 20 seconds. That's outrageous. And we are going to see the free kick as well. It's going to be Julian Alvarez. Oh, and he scored! Oh, Burnley. This is going to be a long 90 minutes for Burnley. A man down and a goal down after a minute. And that is a superb free kick. A lot of the goal to aim at, to be fair. But he found it, and it's just clicked over into the second minute when he scored that. So they're going to 4-4-1. They brought on Joe Worrell for Karamoko. So they were probably playing a 4-4-2, I guess. But this should be all us now. I'd be disappointed if we're not home and hosed by half-time, to be honest. As Baptiste plays a brilliant ball in! He was offside anyway, Jota. But what a ball from Jamal Baptiste. Just have a look at this. Don't really need to watch it because it was offside. 1 touch, 2 touch, few touches, brings it forward. Shame he was offside, but he didn't score anyway. I mean, when the door's been opened for us like this by Chelsea losing 2 in a row, which I didn't think for a second would happen, and then they go a man down and we score inside the first 62 seconds. It's unbelievable. And Alvarez is in there. And I think that's going to count. I think we're 2-0 up here. I'm pretty sure we're 2 up. No way! Oh, that is narrow. That is tight. It might be just about right, but that was tight. But we're going again. Declan Rice. Livramento plays it in! Wow, why is Sven Botman up there? I've spent a bit of time on my throw-ins. Trying to make them a little bit like corners in effect. Don't really have any long throw specialists, but just trying to get a routine going where, you get your defenders up, leave your fullbacks back. Just try and sort out, not leaving it to the default setting, just trying to do a little bit of something. And it almost paid off there. Corners headed away by Doucouré. Rice in for Foden. Baptiste. Rice. Broken for Rafinha. Well, he might as well hit it, but it's terrible effort. Could have actually, to be fair, he could have driven on into the box there, I think. Ayrton Lucas with the throw. Diogo Jota. Lovely ball. Rafinha knocks it down. Well, I say lovely ball. It's harder than a lot of shots I've seen, to be fair. Livramento, though. Back to Baptiste. Pulling the strings, Baptiste, isn't he? Oh, that's a lovely ball. Ah, it's a terrible finish. Oh, this is going to be one of those, isn't it? They're going to come back. We're going to just hammer them and hammer them and hammer them, and they're going to break. And they're going to equalise with their only shot of the game. I've never seen such an early red card. What was it, 20 seconds? Well, I mean, it was 11 seconds, wasn't it? The foul, I think. And 20 seconds by the time the red card had come out. Oh, Doucouré needed to make that header, but they've given it away. Rice to Rafinha. Foden. Oh, he's offside again. Knew that all along, he was offside. Come on, boys. I'm going to drop a praise because I want to keep them happy. I want to keep them sweet. Don't want to stress them out to demand more. I want them to know that they're doing well. They're doing what we would expect against Burnley, whether they've got 10 or 11. It's just a bit of a shame that we're not 2 or 3 up by now. I was hoping by half-time we'd be well clear. There's a free kick here. No punishment for Dolan. So it might be a goal here for Alvarez. Oh, and he's hit the bar or the post or some bit of that frame of goal. He's really getting good at his free kicks. And I have been looking. He's 31 now. But I've been wondering about going for James Ward-Prowse in the summer. I think I can get him for 27 million quid. Oh, Rice breaks through. Oh, my God. His free kicks are 20. And I just think I might just go for him for 27 million quid. He was on the transfer list. And he came back on my radar because there was a news item saying he wanted to be removed from it. But 27 million quid. I'm thinking about it. I think he'd be a really good addition. English as well, which helps. But I think he'd be a really good addition with those free kicks and that corner delivery. Don't want to pump fist because I don't really want to do that one. Okay, no gesture. Don't let your performance levels drop. It is disappointing that we're not more than 1 up, if I'm being honest. But I don't massively care about how many we get. It's about the points. It's just about that win. That's all I care about. That's a lovely ball from Ayrton Lucas to Alvarez. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh, that was about to run round the house in celebration there. I thought that was in. Oh, that did not miss by much. That did not miss by much. Right, I'm going to think about making a couple of changes here. I think Phil Foden might have to come off. Just back from injury. I've Botman. It's headed wide at the far post. Again, just like with throw-ins, with free kicks where you're not going to get a direct shot. I've started moving those around a little bit as well, and again, just change them around every now and again. Just try and get a little bit of an advantage, really. Just try and get some more set-piece goals. Right. Should we take Jota off, put Alvarez out there, give Carrick-Abreu a run out? We could probably take Rafinha off for Bowen. And I'm thinking Phil Foden for maybe Nahuel Moretti, but I'm just going to do 2 for now, I think. Because you know the FM curse, you make all 3, you'll get an injury within a minute or 2. I suppose all I can do again is praise. 25 shots, 10 on target. It's not my fault that Nick Pope's playing a blinder. I mean, he's only got 6.9. That's a bit harsh. Right, we've got a free kick right on the edge. Oh, who's taking this one? Philly Foden. Clips it, and it's off the post. Of course it is. Have they just changed formation? No, I thought they just put another player up front. Let's have a look at the match stats. 3 times we've hit the woodwork. 3 times we've hit the woodwork. Right, Phil Foden's going to have to come off. And we'll bring on Noel Moretti. 5 players booked. Other than, obviously, was it Nathan Collins, wasn't it, that got sent off? They've had another 5 players booked. That is a Burnley for you, isn't it? That's Sean Dyche still at Burnley, by the way, as well. Alvarez looking for Bowen. Oh, it's a brilliant hit, and of course it's hit the bar. My God. If they equalise, I don't think my laptop could survive it. Botman back to Merritt. Livramento. Down the line to Bowen. Plays it across looking for Alvarez. He's going to cut inside. Oh, and that time he finds the net. Top corner from Julian Alvarez. Points in the bag. 2-0 and we are 4th. And it is in our own hands now. And that's all I could ask for. It could all change. We do go to Leicester in the next match. That, though, is a stunning finish from Alvarez. He's deserved those 2 goals and the man of the match that will come with it. He's been brilliant recently for me, scoring goals for fun. And he might still get his hat-trick, you never know. Although, Burnley are coming here. That's not a good ball, though, and Bowen. Carrickabru's set off but doesn't get the pass. Botman forward to Madi Camara. Alvarez. This is alright, boys. Run them around. Run them around. Run the legs off them. Oh, down to 9. As Gyökeres goes. That means they won't have a striker on the pitch now. I imagine. That's a 4-4-0. Do we really... There's no point really pushing, is there? We're 2-0 up. I was going to try and choke them. Try and stick, push them all the way back into their penalty area. But they've still got 2 banks of 4. They're not going to attack anyway now. I think that's offside for Bowen. I hope it's not, and it isn't, because Julian Alvarez has got his hat-trick. Brilliant, brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. And it has just finally killed them. I thought that might have been borderline offside, but I think that player there that Alvarez sneaks in behind, their number 14, played him on. And it's 3-0. Could we get another one? Could we get another one? Oh, we could. Bowen. Carrickaburu. This would be a lovely minute. Oh, and he's put it over. That would have been a great, great moment for him to score on his return. We're going to see the goal kick as well. Apologies if it did go a little bit jerky, a little bit jumpy for a sec. I forgot to plug the laptop in when I started recording and I had a mad dash. The battery died. I was praying. I was really, really cacking myself, thinking that this game has gone corrupt and the recordings wouldn't work, but it all looks fine. So if you're watching this, it did all right. It worked fine, and I've learned from that. Plug your bloody laptop in when you're recording. Big win. 3-0. Huge win. Well done, boys. Well done, boys. I didn't just have a chat to Julian Alvarez there, did I? I should have done. We never lack belief. It was a complete performance. It was a real quality moment, that goal. That is huge. The problem is, of course, that we do now go to Leicester. And so this could now really swing back against us. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we go there. We kind of need to win. A draw wouldn't be, because of that stupid bloody Fulham defeat. A win's no good for us. We need a win's no good. A draw's no good for us. We need the win. If we'd beaten Fulham, it wouldn't be too bad. But why is this taking so long? I think this is because the computer's still warming up and it's just taking forever. I want to see who Chelsea are playing next. I want to see who Chelsea are playing next. Right, here we go. Here we go. So United... Oh, they've won the league, haven't they? They're champions. They've won the league because they won 5-1 there. They are champions. So... it should just go straight through. So they're away at Fulham. Hopefully Fulham can repeat the favour then and beat Chelsea before we head off to Leicester. But we will know before that happens. So we do have 4 games left. As it stands, the plan is to do them all. Might not be needed. Probably will be. So the next episode is going to be Leicester and Everton. So make sure you come along and join me for that. It's going to be... this one is the big one. This one is the big one. How have we got on against them in the past? Well, we've won 6, drawn 1 and lost 2 against them. So we're on a run of 4 wins as well. So hopefully we can see that through. So come back for it. As always, smash a like on this one for me. Hit subscribe, turn on those notifications and make sure you join me for the run-in. Can we get Champions League? I really, really hope so. See you soon.